Okay, tic-tac, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This is part 3. This chubby lady go rolling home down the tick-tockety streets. Okay, so this is part 3. So if you didn't see the other parts, it's okay if you watch them out of order. Do what you want. Please say a prayer for this little girl. I'm going to say a prayer right now before I start this one. Okay, because I did say a prayer earlier, but I want to say a prayer because time is of the essence, okay? Please, I just feel she's in danger. She's lonely and scared, okay? Please, dear God, please look out for Melody Buzzard, age 9. I know you know how old she is, because you know everything about her and everybody, all your children. But please watch out for her, and please help us to find her wherever she might be, even if she's not in Nebraska, but I think she is. But anyhow, please watch out for her, and please, dear God, send Archangel Michael around her so that nobody hurts her any further, and nobody disturbs a hair on her head, and nobody hurts her, and that she could be found. Please put good people around her, and please put protection and angels around her mother, Ashley, so that she does the right thing for her daughter. In Jesus' name, thank you. Okay, I have my Archangel Michael on, and I have my crystal. This helps me to tap in. So, okay, so let me just get on with it. Okay, so what I read to you guys before was her saying something about her mom. Sometimes her mom doesn't feel like her mom. Her mom says, "I'm not your mommy. I'm not really your mommy." Like, so she's having like some kind of disconnect in her own mind, and should contact the FBI. Should contact her sister. That's straight from Melody. She's saying that. Her hair annoyed my mom. I wish I could stay in school and with the nice people. And she's from Santa Barbara. If you have any information, please call 805-681-4150. Let me show it to you, but it's probably going to be backwards. 805 681 4150. 805-681-4150. Okay, that's for Melody, age 9. Okay, so she was homeschooled. These are my other notes. She was homeschooled. But when you're homeschooled as a teacher, I'm a teacher, so as a teacher, when you're homeschooled, it's not just like, okay, your mom does it, or the person, your caregiver, does everything and nobody checks on you. Not only are you supposed to be online on your iPad, you're supposed to be checking in, maybe even weekly, sometimes daily, but at least monthly. Somebody's supposed to come to the house, or you're supposed to have a meeting at the school. So usually if you're homeschooled, there's a reason for that. So somebody will come from the school and take notes on, see if you have enough books and things. And also the parent who's homeschooling has to have the right paperwork, the right books, and a curriculum. Sometimes they make them, fill out a lot of paperwork to prove that they indeed are able to homeschool their child correctly. Okay. Now, this is how they found out that they haven't seen her really in 2 years. She did fall through the cracks. Somebody wasn't doing their job somewhere. And when they finally realized it, they sent over somebody from the school. They went over to do a wellness check, and they did not see the child. And then when they finally did see the mother, she was without the child. Okay, without Melody. All right, so we're thinking that when she drove her to Nebraska, she left her there because she came home without her. Okay, so Melody, age 9, she was going to Buena Vista school, elementary school, but then being homeschooled. October 14th was probably the last time anybody saw her, but that's the picture that they're putting all over the news that really doesn't look like her. Okay, anyhow, it was probably since before that. She wasn't in contact with her mother. She wasn't in contact with her sister-in-law, with her other daughter. She wasn't in contact with anybody for the past 2 years. Okay, so Dad died in a motorcycle accident. His name was Rubiel, 2016. So Melody was only a couple of months old. She was placed with a brother and sister-in-law for a short time, and that is probably who she wanted to go back to. I want to go back to those people, those nice people. She was talking about her family members. She was talking about her uncle and aunt. Okay, so adopted by family before, but then for some reason she's back with her mother. She was doing independent study. That's what it's called when you're homeschooled, independent study. And they have independent books, and they have a whole curriculum that's designed for homeschooling. There's tests that you have to take, that you have to give your child every day or every couple of days, at least once a week. There's books that they have to read, that you have to read to them, and they have to read and be tested on. Okay, anyhow. Homeschool. August 2025, she was enrolled in the independent homeschool. Her Aunt Elizabeth Mesa did speak to Nancy Grace, did speak to the FBI and the cops. Another daughter was taken away to the father to raise. That might be the sister, Melody's sister. But she's an adult now. She is 30. And I really believe people need to talk to her. She has some clues. That's what Melody told me when I was doing the remote viewing with her. Mom crashed her car on purpose. That's something else that was in the news. August 2025, important. Santa Barbara, Ashley is the mother. Okay, so 1,500 from California to drive to Nebraska is over 1,500 miles. Okay, so like it takes like 20 hours. Yeah, okay, here's my other notes. I'm sorry. So the man that I saw her around her, I'm sorry, my shirt keeps on going like down. This is a tank top, but it's just, so the man is like about 5'10", might be a little bit shorter, but I got 5'10", between his 40s and 50s. I wasn't really sure. Couldn't see him close up, but I know his eyes are greenish blue. Sometimes they might look blue, sometimes they look green. And his hair, I don't know, like his hair, he had a lot of hats on and hoodies, but at one time his hair might have been auburn to brown, okay? But he might have changed his hair or shaved his hair. But there's like a hat on, and then there's a hoodie. But the eyes definitely are like a greenish blue. All right. The woman is older than her mom, so I don't know how old Ashley is, but the woman is like older. I wasn't getting a strong read on her. I looked at her hair. It was wigs. She has all different wigs. I think she might originally have blonde hair, or she has a blonde wig, but I'm seeing like a